Let's go, man. Pretty good team. They played amazing against Vitality, dude. Leviatán, 2 world champions, #1 of Americas, with the gold Aspas. Okay, Trace, choose Bind, Leviatán, pick Sunset, and Decider. I hope you get there. Ascent, I wanna see Kai versus Aspas on chat, bro. Let's go, man.
An advantage to Leviatán, let's not be silly. They have been performing very well over the last stage. But there's definitely still hope for the China #3 already. Going to be kicking things off on their attack side. This was where they only lost the pistol and every other round went their way versus Vitality. For now, at least. The game is sort of ground to a halt. There's quite a bit of space taken by Fong, but it's whether or not he can get anything done. The answer is no, but his teammates can.
Okay, well done.
Bit of a shutdown. 4 versus 2 off rip. Pistol round could be online early on. TP by Mazzino. They know that he's here and they're backing off. Trace looking to give the space away, taking control instead towards the lamps. Over behind that box, 2 players tucked in. The cams already reconfirmed the information. And that wall is causing a bit of a problem for Com. Got to expend a lot of ammo to break that open, and they use it to bait.
Thanks, Law.
Law King into the fight. A good start, but still that trap. 2 players stood in behind that box, and Kai's the first to strike. Com now left. An uphill battle. A tough position. At least lands the first, but the time is ticking away.
No time.
Has to get on that spike soon. Has to root these players out of position, and the double swing. Very close, but not close enough. It's 1-0 to the Chinese squad.
He was someone in their first match who had a fantastic performance.
Eyes on Mazzino, man.
Through the orb, doing damage. Fong sent back the other direction, but most of that was the decay. They'll be in fighting form for the late round, but they've been denied any of that control. The Tigers sent out to seize it back, but nobody up close. Trace definitely want to take control of that area now, but in comes the Thrash and sends them back yet again. It's not committed. It's just going to be capped out for the late round, but it's used to get Mazzino into position alongside the orb. And then Texas jump spotting it. This is a bait play from Leviatán. And Mazzino might be able to catch someone off guard as a result.
Oh, it did work, man.
And he can get right out of there.
He found the spike too.
Heibei's going to be the man trying to lurk back through. So this is also going to be checked. No, it's not. Whoops. Well, you know, it happens to the best of us. It's not going to work out this time. He's able to check long again. He can't quite make it up the box. And in fact, we're going to see a late rotation. The thing is, there's still 2 players here. Aspas and King patiently waiting for this push to be attempted.
Even after still seeing 1 player outside,
Aspas still has nade, man.
Rotations on the Leviatán side, knowing they've got the advantage.
Oh, good luck letting this.
Them down even more, and with 15 seconds on the clock, this is getting uncomfortable. Trace have to try to fight.
Oh my god!
And the nade's gone in. That is going to take Fong off the plant, drop the spike, and with that the round.
Another nade, bro. Another nade.
Gets another nade, and there is no chance even saving the weapon now for Kai.
Yo, man, Leviatán is playing so good, bro.
Timeout.
That was what made them.
Okay, Aspas on belong now.
On their B execution a few rounds ago, leading to the time being the main enemy. Now again,
man.
tucked in the corner. This time they'll clear.
Oh, the flash god thing, dude.
Up in the battle. Seekers go out. Tech's in trouble, and it's Bianche's triple.
That was a nice try by Lev.
A 4 versus 2 as a result, and a plant almost guaranteed.
Didn't work though.
Well, they got to get the spike back, but it's not going to be easy. Already having to destroy some of the deadlock utility that was slowing them down, but that's all it's done, slow them down.
Double sensors.
And already
Ace or Bianche?
Bianche is looking for a little bit more. You can see comms dissipated to the other side of the map, but he might meet Kai. Waiting there on that lurk, a late lurk, but Com expects it. That might just allow him to hold on to the rifle. The thing is, though, we already mentioned it. The last
I would get TP, bro.
Squeaky clean for the
That is playing too safe.
I really wouldn't mind if he goes hunting, tries to drop some weaponry. He is going to have max cash anyway.
Really enjoyed Heibei's little sonic sensors. Doubled up on that B choke point.
Yo, Con's a nice guy, bro.
The player,
we'll give him this.
Your teammates got the trade with the stun, and if they break the first sensor, the second one hits them while they shoot at it. So absolutely gorgeous, tough to deal with.
Nah, no, dude.
Out to try to punish.
That was close.
That ends up in the dirt.
BNK, man, he was there when they beat, when Bilibili beat Energy. He was there when Trace beat Vitality, and he wants to beat Leviatán today.
Quickly punishes them, and that's the round done before it even gets started.
Yeah, no, he is someone that we already know as like the nightmare of a very specific Americas team, but someone that I guess was there to freshen.
The map that I watched from these guys that from China that impressed me the most.
They had so much cash, so
I could be wrong, man. One was Ascent. They were good on Ascent. But if I'm not mistaken, the second one was Sunset, man. Then I think, man, these guys are actually pretty good.
This would be terrible.
I think I'm right, man. I think that's...
Spike on the floor. He's not sticking around to defend it. The right call. But early on,
It's gonna be dangerous for LEV, man.
hesitating to pick it back up, and they'll go running right to the other side.
But they're taking the game seriously, so...
Viper's pit.
Let's see, let's see.
They will have a timing to get out here in just a moment. They'll still have to deal with Mazzino on the backside, and he's looking for a fight.
Yeah, nade's going to be put in. Mazzino
man.
Before the showstopper connects onto him. And that Viper's pit now has extra support. King has...
Is Mazzino one of the most underrated players right now?
They're watching behind. They don't have time to go back either. They have to just run into this site or just hold on to the weaponry that they've got. And I'm assuming at this stage they are going for that second option. But again,
they're waiting for Kai, I think.
Not going to be easy. As there will be spams, there will be attempted denial. I don't mind the idea from Bianche to just throw out a flash, but now they are going to make that switch. Kai has been lurking. He's been taking space. And he's
that was good, man. That was so good.
That allows them the plant. That denies all the space that was there for the side of Leviatán. It's going to have to be a full retake.
This is what we've been missing. They've tried to push and pull the map, but they've never found the kills on the lurk in these rounds. It was only Bianche opening up a site, leveraging it out of their hands, but now they've actually got some space. They've got the plant, they've got the advantage to work with as well. Some players tagged up. And Leviatán definitely gearing up for this retake. The operator on Aspas, waiting for an opportunity for someone to show their face, but it's not happening. A very patient display by Trace as the timer runs down. Feng able to take the double on the back, and now it's just the op. Turning tail to the A site and being chased down.
Yeah.
They'll just
he's gonna save.
Although the space taken for free, there's the spot from Kai. Cage to protect him as well. A little bit of pushing, but
oh, thanks, man.
Opens up the back control and the big swing again.
Okay, trade.
They're rushing to try to defend this man, but he can't get away. Luckily, the trade is in.
Good trade, man.
3 kills from Tex keeps it doable for Leviatán, though.
Yeah, the sensor to the back site. The wall also holding them back at least a little longer. It's going to take time to break it. I think Aspas not even going to shoot. He just wants to make sure that the game isn't given away, but the nade will do just that. Hebe, that's landed perfectly on him. It will force him out, but he's still standing. Hasn't been spotted. They don't know where he is right now. The sensor will get one. And in the meantime, Aspas, he's actually popped the showstopper, but instead, it's going to try tapping it. Knows he needs to get this one to half. Rocket back out.
Hebe. Oh my god. Yeah, there was no time for Aspas, man.
Once again.
And now
man, they are playing so good, dude.
Spearheading the way. That round 5 pause, they come right out of it with 3 out of 4 rounds. Momentum in the sails.
Not gonna lie, man, this feels like it's the best time for China. In January, you know, like before we had EDG. But now, man, there's a lot of things that are playing so much better, bro. They improve a lot.
And it's Aspas that he ends up dropping.
And EDG is also looking incredible, not gonna lie. Later today, we're gonna have G2 versus EDG. Man, I'm hyped for this game.
Timeout.
Focusing towards the bathroom. King and Aspas on their way. Tiger goes through, it's seen them. And they've got their sights set on it. They're gonna fight for the control. It's Aspas to find it. And in goes the stim beacon for the swing. Aspas with another, and they're shutting them down. Lighting up the kill feed.
Oh, pick.
The Leviatán side now with a 2-man advantage. That spike has no chance to be planted. And
no reason to pick, man.
Traps covering it, but a lot of control.
Good game, man. Good game.
It's such a deep trip as well. By the looks of it, it's been bypassed. But there is a second one. So it's not going to get any easier for Mazzino to lock them in, but he can make sure they're not coming back. And understandably, again, Trace are looking to try and take their time. Patience is key. There's a possibility that Bianca can find a timing here, but I think that timing is...
Aspas never lose this duel, bro. Never in his life. 5-5.
Again, we're going to see this aggression. Put Aspas into play. Tex alongside him. Kai is watching. The first goes his way, and the information will be there.
Oh my god. Yo, Kai's insane, dude.
Okay, that's a deadly judge. Take that. Kicks out enough. Just running, spamming, knowing his opponent was low. But the rest of the team haven't just been sitting there. They're making their way towards the B side. But
Arbiter strike for Low King.
I believe Viper being spotted and maybe even a flash being popped. Definitely a flash, in fact. Bazino doesn't have any left. They know there's only one man on this A site.
They're looking for him. The Tigers got the scent. It's on the way, and King's being spotted. Molly down will delay them slightly, and the net is gorgeous. Noah swinging for King.
Well done, man. Well done, Trace.
But by Fung Fung as well. Watch out for this swing, Com. Lawking's already swapped up his position deep to cover that walkthrough. And with the wall, the barrier blocking them out completely, Mazzino's going to have to give away his position. He knows there's a likely he can't do anything about it.
7-5.
Listening.
And indeed, I'm excited to see what else Hebe has up his sleeve now that they're on the defensive side. It can be harder.
Yeah. He has some really cool ideas. One of them is throwing the barrier through the TP to block off Shower's control and try and trap people in when they go for the orb. We're not seeing that this round. In fact, it's going to be Lev walking towards the trip. Kai's been decent so far, under pressure, but...
Bro, Kai's on fire, man.
He's playing!
What?
In the pistol round. As said, this guy at times can look like an insane jet, but put him on the scent, he's still hitting the shot.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
In kind. This would have to be
This is unbelievable, actually.
an absurd clutch, but I've seen this man do it throughout the years.
Nah, bro. Nah. This is possible. Not gonna lie. I love Mazzino, though.
Knows where he is. That spam would have taken.
Oh, that ain't happening.
And the heal comes back through. Just below 70. Trace.
Kai won the round, man.
Nobody looking to peek.
Huge round.
Playing this one down to the last on the timer. Letting Mazzino be the one that has to step forward. He sees an opportunity. And the shot connects through the wall. So much damage done already. If he had some teammates by his side, we might start to believe. But as he walks through, it's Fung Fung to find.
I want to see that again, bro.
Dude was another pistol.
How he got 3 there, man?
And an early lead in this half pushes them ever closer to that map victory.
I have to say, I'm starting to become more and more of a huge fan of this Trace side. Again, like, this is somebody getting pushed by 2 players exactly the same time. Getting both kills with a classic, not reloading, and then getting a 3rd kill.
It was one victory, man, basically.
Work like that. Like, I probably maybe hit the...
He's the Leviatán Classic, man. He was in the Leviatán Classic.
Well, that map's not even in the series. Yeah, they were waiting for contact to the cam. They've also got Aspas still holding on to control in case they want to go back through the TP. The worry I have, though, is that he's alone with the rifle. So if he goes down, there is potential. The rest of the team are going to go pushing, and they've walked straight into the trap. The sensor catches one now. Aspas trying to take space. He loses the fight as well. This bonus round is about as good as it could get. The nade going to do an extra little bit of chip damage. And my main worry now is that time is ticking. Com, though, has brought this back. He's made it competitive.
They don't want to get too far ahead of themselves. 20 seconds on the clock as the spike was starting to be planted, and sometimes you'll just go swinging in madly, but now these players are boxed in. The rotate's not quite here in time. Tex holding from further back. He has the back, and in fact, he has the front too. Fung Fung down, but the battle for last a little labored. They get there in the end.
Crazy Tex!
Big swing in from Bianca.
With dying like that, man, nothing's crazy for him. Come on, man, but they are playing so good. Yo, Trace, good job, dude. Good job.
Timeout.
Man, they have double sentinels still, dude. This is gonna be tough for Lev.
Not as easy to break. Oh, never mind. You have to swing out wide. I thought it was on the other side of the box.
Well, they've also broken the one over towards Showers, so information is there. Fung Fung's still in position. It's expected, and he's going to be removed. An important opener, in fact, 2 coming up from Aspas.
Yo, Aspas is different, man.
When he's in form, well, he cleared the whole side.
So it's not gonna be tough if you have Aspas playing like this. Round is over.
A much better round.
9-7.
Texture of the one put into that bracket right now, but well, this is the exact reason why. Just finding opener after opener. Stun not quite catching this time, and well, even the nade to close out Kai at the back of the site. Trace are going to take the pause of their own. And again, I like how proactive they're being with it. I think both teams, the coaching staff, are willing to get involved, not going to wait until it's too late.
Timeout.
Zeno's trying to sell the idea that there's a lot of presence, and Bianche, he believed him. He believed there was someone there and decided to swing and take the fight.
Yeah, it's bad that Mazino died there, dude.
Successful fight.
Real bad.
A good scrap. And the rotates on the back of it. No information on the A site. Nobody else seen. They suspect that the B site is where the fight's coming through. That's when Feng steps up. The lighter investment. He couldn't even get full shields. They're trying to save their money for the next round, but now, like I said, a killer 2, this becomes doable. That orbital strike, you start to think about possibly using it. If you get the information, and that they most certainly have. All 3 players spotted towards long. They're not going to have a way out of here. It's being watched, and they've been spotted coming back 35 seconds, even dealing with that man. If they don't kill him, you're not going to want to rotate to the A site.
He's run away, dude.
Waiting there. And yeah, he's on his way to the other side. They still have to break through. Feng, who's got another.
You want more?
And the net, stopping them in their tracks.
No time, man. That's the round, bro. That's the round.
No space taken, and the spike on its way to spawn.
Like, you've got the orbital strike, you've got the Molotov as well, the nade from Feng on that side of the map as well, so that they're literally trying to play the exact same game we saw moments ago. Already, pressure being put on. Aspas is just running out. He takes down Kai. That's a great start. The spike attempted to be planted. Orbital strike going to be used, forces him out of position, but there's not really anyone to capitalize just yet. Feng trying his best, and actually
how? Why didn't Aspas? Oh, he went.
I think Aspas may have actually just jumped over that, but now he's
my.
He's got players coming in from behind. They still don't have showers control, and I feel like they need to get out. They need to get out as quick as possible. They may get stunned on the B site though.
And Hey will be there to capitalize if they do. Annihilation is used, and it's caught one. That's the spike. They have to break Tex out, and he's gone.
Oh my god.
Left with it all to do, and he's shut down. What a round from Hey. That utility, the rotation, the reads, absolutely perfect. 11-7 for Trace. They are steaming ahead.
That was just unbelievable. Like,
that
you look
was
at this round, and you kind of sit there and go, okay,
yo, the entry from Aspas was good, but man, that guy on showers, I thought he was going to throw it there.
Probably a done deal, right? He ends up in no man's land because of what Feng was able to do. Like, he gets 2 from showers.
Yeah, he should never get 2 there, dude.
Pressure being put in by Leviatán to try and clear that angle.
Trace 11-7, putting Leviatán in jail, and it looks like Hey-Bay's the warden. Lights out though for Kai. Aspas the one to find it.
Back to back.
He's been opening up well on this site, but there's always a response. Only the one to start. And the
Aspas, man.
in favor of the attack. Now the plant can come through. There's not much to deny it.
No surprises.
Maybe an attempt.
3 HP on Aspas. Oh, that's huge, man.
I got the spike.
Eventually.
If Mazino dies there, that would be bad.
And the only reason I'd say about Bianche going for this, credits are not bad. 2 players are incredibly low. Now, one of them is going to get healed. So that's something at least. Aspas is not going to be on his last legs, but we've already seen what Bianche can do. That information's crucial. Mazino willing to give up his life, potentially, just to try and find that. And why I think there's going to be the swing eventually from Aspas, but he's playing it slow. He's playing it patient. Bianche just trying to isolate one of these fights, but the crossfire should be enough to take him down, and it will be. Tex ready and waiting.
Going down to the wire. And we've seen some spectacular uses of those timeouts every time one has come in.
Aspas is insane, man.
Colin, it's finding a new...
Enjoyed with these players on either side is feel like there's a respect for each other. Again, those sensors are going to be frustrating. I think they did throw a blast back to destroy them, but just wasn't quite there in time. Spam, it is going to deny the plant. That will at least buy a little bit of extra time, and this fight for showers could be crucial. We've already seen what they could do with that control, but clearly unaware of how far Comet got.
Great lurk by Kanya. He's just been shift walking up the whole round. Kill comes back in the other direction, and Aspas isn't happy about that, but he goes a little too far.
Bom resultado.
Waiting for him. Calm walled off and dropped, and a stun in. Retaking the control at the very least. King down to 58, and the double TP used. This time, the B site not so well defended. No traps waiting for them.
He's jumping
no
to the
annihilation. It's going to be the plant in the 2 versus 3.
There needs to be an immediate shot connected, which there is. One goes their way. It's all up to
King! Holy shit!
Quiet game for him so far. But the crown back on his head.
Damn, man. That was nice.
Hyping him up afterwards as well. Leviatán starting to hit their stride. That's 2 in a row. And
The
just
double
2
pick
between
of that, man. King. Huge clutch, man. Huge clutch.
See it manifested in their economy. This was a round that put them down to their last.
That was a good decision by that, man.
Closed it. He had one opportunity, and he seized it.
Hey, my hand's sweaty, my bad. I saw you wipe it.
Coming into the next, there's a...
Blocking already. Push all the way up. They have so much information. They can stack this side of the map.
Comms repositioned, though. Now he's up close, ready for this fight.
Oof.
But he loses it. And now the back is open. Leviatán have to worry about that. The rotation through the TP won't be as easy this time. And lots of utility. It wasn't placed in the early round by Kai. Oh, he has to get out of there. Giving up the control, and Leviatán quick to seize it. Trap goes off, but no one there to capitalize on it. Broken the trap to take Lamb's control. And a lot of space now given to that side with Kai down. It's on Fung Fung. Able to at least take King. Keep the favor in the hands of the defenders, but it doesn't last long. The weaker weapons starting to show the cracks in this late round defense. The play up by Locking, going all the way around. You can see Bianche's trying his best to draw their eye, and he's done exactly that. A free kill, and now these players surrounded, pressured on both sides. Locking down to 11, and he gets one. One more needed, but he stops at the last second.
Oof. That was close, dude.
Delivers the fatal blow.
3 ults for love.
Forcing the rotations, and they've done
Big ults, bro.
He's on his way to a 4-man stack up on that side of the map.
Well, Bianche just used a lot of his utility. He used the Sky Flash down long, then used the Tiger to clear out Hookah. So that's why they've gone for this massive rotation, because he cleared all other information. Now they have to try and sprint their way back to get into position. There is an orbital strike available. Maybe they could try and use that to deny the plant.
I think that's the idea behind the gamble. They'll allow this team to take site control knowing they can pop down the orbital strike. It's primed and ready, but a little late. Perhaps the plan is to use it in the post plant, in the retake for the defensive side, to open up some space for them to fight with Aspas up close. That could be the disruption that they need. In goes Thrash, causing problems. In fact, detaining a teammate as well, but it's good enough. Aspas is caught, but they still have to get through that Viper's pit, and plenty of players are standing in their way. The spike right inside of it, but the sprays going Trace's way. Blind fire, and every shot landing. King and Calm with the smoke now falling. Hey, Bay dying because of the decay, and quite a lot of these players are decayed, but the health goes back to full. They start to tap that spike, cause the spams to go back.
Oh my, I've seen that before, bro. I've seen that before.
They're not even close. Right under their nose. Trace of defuse behind the smoke.
Oh my
Now, on the
god.
cusp of victory in map 1. Who
So there was a transition, man.
I'm sure that
It was a guy crossing it.
There were saying
Oh
that
my
they could have seen it, but
god.
versus Leviatán. As that comeback looked to really gain some legs, just that retake into a Viper's pit, the orbital strike didn't even really catch that much, and it came so
That was so close,
towards
bro.
the end.
Aspas, I think he died with showstopper, no?
But just not on. And even though there was some body blocking, I think if they had got... Look at the weaponry as well. Now Leviatán need to make it work with a couple of stingers, or 3 in fact. At least they've got the showstopper.
Well, that's exactly what's going to open up this round for the side of Leviatán, dodging the annihilation, but the rocket doesn't land. And Mazzino already out of the round. He's caught by a big play through the TP. Fung Fung keeping the control up there. Aspas desperately trying to hold on to life on the site, but this attack side's being split, diverted, and now they've got nowhere to go. Sending it back in the other direction, utility awaits them, but more importantly, there's an aggressive stance from the
Okay, I thought he was going, dude.
Conceding the space somewhat in the molly to slow them down. King's isolated by it. Beautiful utility. And although he's down to 5, please don't step into that Molotov. We've seen that one before. It's only Calm 1v3, the first kill easy, the other two. Possibly, he's just stolen it. he's walked right in and walked away.
Wait a minute. Right, he must have been in that smoke, but he's a little bit late. The thing is, the trip's still online. And in fact, look, he's going to die here. Surely he's going to die! The man was on
GG.
but he still manages to land the headshot. Well, if you weren't familiar with Trace's game after their first match, I bet you are now. What a surprise. Map 1 goes to China number 3. Leviatán have got to turn it.
America's #1 struggling. A-site push has come through. Trap broken. Trace now know that there's some pressure behind them. And again, the clock is ticking to get into the site. And they've done just that. The plant secured. One man left behind with a camera. It's Liu King that has it all to do. And King about to walk straight into his angle, but hold on. One shot connected, still drawing breath. It buys enough time for the trade from Mazzino.
Yeah, they're looking for Aspas as well. They want to try and close out some of these flanks, but they're slowly starting to be picked apart. Aspas just almost acting as distraction now as the rest of the team look to fight back in. Even still, managed to hold on for a moment, but Mazzino putting another in the death toll. He's traded out as well. Some
solo.
being expended and that time ticking and Com so desperately low.
These guys are actually playing so good, dude.
At least build up a bit of economy. We'll see if they can do that again here.
Oh, an early bit of aggression as well, but Aspas still caught by the stun. It was sent from further back, so there was no safe haven. And now the nade puts pressure on Tex to try to push
he's
out
in
of this
big
angle.
trouble, dude.
Was watching him as he attempted the escape.
That was so bad for LEV.
Looks like a late lurk on mid might catch some value, and a very early peek in from Market gets next to nothing. The one-to-one trade's not really worthwhile. Great response by Trace already, and it's not.
They got destroyed this round.
Com was. He's even going to get spotted, yeah.
Gotta save, dude.
You know, they stopped the B push. They saw nobody mid. They think it's A. There's 3 players from Leviatán stacked up there. Rolling Thunder for retake, of course, but that can be countered right back.
What?
Well, they know where Tex is, that's for sure. Stuck at the back of the site.
Spike planted.
Post plant. Will be in, and it's almost like a double lurk. You've got Kai. They're going to try and isolate Kai, but they don't know that there's actually a second player. In fact, they may not even know that the first player is here.
Oh my, that's so good.
This late push could be
That's so
everything.
good.
The whole goal, look, they've got a Rolling Thunder and a Hunter's Fury. They can delay a ridiculous amount of time, but King is holding. I don't know if he spotted Low King though. That second player, he's still watching in case somebody looks to
He knows everything, dude.
A good read from King, but he can't quite land the shot. Now they have to try and deal with it. Bianche's gone, and so is his ultimate, but that doesn't matter anymore. The time is ticking way too far.
Yo, Trace is insane.
Have played this post plant fantastically well, and well, Aspas has no choice but to try and hold on.
Timeout.
So Trace too much the same, focusing fully on the B site. They found space here for free before, and this time there's a showstopper to lead the way. Tex knew where he was, but couldn't
Clean
quite get
kill,
it done.
man.
They know Fung Fung's going to the back of the site, and the flash is good. Com trading it out. Look,
Woo! Go, ace, ace, ace,
under his
ace.
belt already. I don't know what Idapata said during that timeout, but it's got him fired up.
That was nice, cool. That was so nice, bro.
In a 1 versus 4. And all the roses to come in this round.
That was so nice, man.
Costed $1 million 4K
To bring LEV back to the game.
Match, but that one has to be up there with the best of them, and that's the perfect response. Do I think that was part of the coach's game plan? Absolutely not.
Yeah, man.
Do I think
Yo,
it's
come, go
more
kill.
likely to bring them back from the brink? Absolutely. Those are the sort of rounds that get everybody pumped up. Thunder will now be online once again, and early control, even with a boom bot in hand.
They're pushing them right back, but Leviatán are all too happy for that to be the case. The Rolling Thunder expected and denied with players now far back. They'll concede site control, but look to take it back with numbers quickly here. Any aggression will be
Okay,
pushed,
that's
and a
good.
shock dart through from Com, taking out Bianche. Another shock dart does big damage. Beautiful stuff from the side of Leviatán. They haven't had to face them, and already these players are nice and squishy.
And the post plants have been where Trace thrive, overdrive utilized, information gone, and paranoia
He's shining, man.
to try and leave them in awkward positions.
Ah!
Almost a kill directly through the smoke. Re-aggression attempting to do something, but they are being torn apart.
Clinical.
It's left all onto Kai.
Low HP.
Knows where they are. The spam isn't going to do anywhere near as much as he's hoped for, and even though he catches the kill, they're already diffusing. Just not enough time for him to get that done. An incredibly
Leviatán classic, man.
He's made things costly. A little bit nervous just because of who's on the other side. Available to get aggressive, and it's actually Tex to land the first. The guy defending, the paranoia, the stun, in fact, everything has caught on to Aspas. He's still going forward, though! And he's just torn them a new one. It leaves Hebe to try and fight.
Joe Durand, man. A different life after the timeout. 5-5.
He uses his own stun to keep them in position.
Yo, the mouse bot.
From a teammate, door closed behind them, and well, that's the door closed on the round. A timeout called now by Trace. Not happy with how this has gone, and they just got decimated by Aspas, so I'm not surprised.
He starts his move while still stunned up because he knows it's going to fade while he's swinging.
Timeout.
Moving his traps around. This time one for mid, broken, and Fong Fong right into the fight. And it's Calm to actually take that kill, certainly softened up by Aspas. Two players who don't want to fight in current form, but Calm has been dropped. The rifle, the bulldog in play for Hebe. Aftershock on both sides, and it's Hebe forced to the open, taken down. Yankee's taking space in the meantime, but in goes Aspas, and he ain't taking any prisoners. 6-5. Leviatán from a 5.
Same as last map, my friend. 7-5.5. Aspas.
Well, that is quite the reaction.
Who was trapped?
GOAT.
Aspas doesn't seem to be slowing down, and right into the fight, but Hebe and Bianche, they've got the control. Trading it out, keeping the numbers now equal, and then that's when Law King steps it up. The paranoia doesn't land, but the shot
Calm, 1v2.
from Calm.
World champion.
The hope of Leviatán taking a pistol here. You know, 1 versus 2, both players 70 HP, no shields to work with, but they're already on the spike.
They've already pinged exactly where he was going, or at least has seemed it. Now starting to realize that he could have gone back in the other direction. The spam just not on at this point.
Yeah.
Already getting it to half. They're going to look to try and fight him together. And there was a world where he wins that.
That was actually close, bro. That was actually close.
A lot of players pushed up. They're going to try to use the aggression to catch them off guard, make up for those weaker weapons, and it certainly worked to start with. Texas being spotted. He is completely surrounded. Players absolutely everywhere. There's no way out. He tries to
DM, play DM, bro. It's DM.
3 big kills. This could have been a nail in the coffin for the round. Instead, an uphill battle remains for Trace. Kai, well, now detected. They've got all the information. The cage might buy him a moment to breathe, but his teammate's being dropped down. The classic Aspas is dropped, but 20 HP left and a flank underway. Now got him, stuns, got him. There's nowhere for Kai to go. It would have to be the headshots.
8-7.
But this is where the defensive side do come back in with a
This is the round, man.
immediate push though. Aspas has almost caught Bianche, and in fact with the stun, he gets both players.
The GOAT.
Follow-up is there from King to
That's all I have to say, bro.
a site.
Round's over.
Completely overrun.
The rest is Aspas. The rest is why we put this guy in the bracket of the best. Like, it is so difficult to play against, and then there's just even the swing from the rest of the team. He's done the hard bit, but they're there to clean up the rest. Again.
Timeout.
Fung Fung over here, ready for the fight. But look who's going in, full pelt. It's Aspas. He's caught, well, he's stunned himself. He's stunned us many times with his individual ability. The paranoia kept him back for a moment. Now it's time to push right back into that site. In goes Anders Fury, and Aspas is shredding them, doing all the damage, making this
They're running away with the game now, man.
than it usually is. And he's got the firepower backing up.
Flawless round. Aspas is on fire, dude.
3 kills for Aspas. And Trace's chances looking slim.
Yeah, I think you're going to Ascent, man. Thanks God. I want to see Aspas versus Sky on chat.
Close second, and then okay, he's a good Neil. He's a good Neil. Right now, he's been unstoppable. 21-9. The supportive utility as well. I love seeing
Almost as good as Sadaki, bro. No?
It means that anybody is moving at the speed of sound. And so the Hunter's Fury in combination makes it so hard to play against. Now that was a very good ult. I was about to say, we had 3 players get pinged up immediately. I think there must have been either a combination flash or stun. I think it's definitely a stun.
Follow up on
It's not done yet, man.
weak weapons across the board. Okay, Mizzino's making a play. Trigger discipline on display. Got one, but that's it. Fong now activated. Tex tagged up by that nade, but he's not deterred. Still pushing forward.
If Tex wins this, I will go.
One of them in this first crossfire. The firing squad takes it.
Nah, not going bad, bro.
Immediately, I think there may have been a ping initially. Yeah, so it's the dart that's used straight away. Fantastic to catch them all. And then just the push up, I think maybe even a stun. Yeah, that's a gorgeous setup. That was all
beautiful.
based on just that dart catching someone. Maybe they even do it anyway, just off contact, but that is a huge round. So, the only thing I will say, they still have a lot of ults, but this is an early fight. How does he still get one?
Well, the stun certainly helped out. Might have saved the day. Push up from Trace on the back of the Rolling Thunder. They've gone through middle, but the paranoia sent them packing. One player had been caught by the Rolling Thunder as well, so definitely chopping up this defensive side aggression. However, locking, finding one, puts the favor back on the defense. 3 players close, and the information there to play with. The attacking side executing a different story. Seems like Trace have come back online at just the right time. 2 versus 4, and the info now in their hands.
Ooh, just getting out of there seemed like...
I jinxed it, man. They're gonna close it out now.
All 4 players on this B side of the map, so
I have the spike.
they're able to move into this A site. They will be able to get themselves an afterplan.
Shadows traveling.
All the utility
This is winnable.
has pretty much been expended. An extra smoke is granted to King, but it's thrown down immediately. And you have to feel like this retake should be too difficult, but you never know.
I think they're deciding on whether to break that trap or just sit inside the smoke, and King's made the choice. No one's going to give him it, though. They're all going the other way. For a second, I thought Bianche would double back. They made the right call. Tex already spotted. They don't know about King, but now they do. All the info there, but the kill's going the other way. Spike still needs to be defused. Kai does well, and the trap catches King eventually. Uses the Shrouded Step to try to fake them out, but Kai's not falling for that one. The defuse close, but just about enough time. 0.91, under a second.
We'll garner them a plant, and the showstopper's on the other side of the map. There's going to have to be a sprint from Fong, and he's got to be aware as well that there is still a player lurking. In fact, a couple that could double up in a crossfire. Aspas is going to try again. This time he's caught, but so is Lord King as well.
Oh, you're close.
As well. Tex
To which way?
one, and Kai is so desperately trying to pull this round back into their favor. King's gone down, and so
Kai is insane,
I
man.
know exactly where the last man is, but he gets the jump again. Out goes the cam. It's broken. He knows the defuse isn't underway. Tries to.
Oh, I think he didn't give you a chance, man. Well played. Yo, that's a Tex round.
Bold clutch and map point.
Guys definitely had.
That's a huge round as well, man.
18 and 16, but that might just be the best of them. A lurk of a.
That sounds nice.
Attack, waiting so patiently to catch that first. You think a lot of the time when that door's closed that you would almost try and maybe push the spawn.
Man, this was so cool.
But he's confident in his team getting into the late game, and then confident in his own ability to take it over the line. And on map point, the potential to take this to Ascent, a map that both teams are incredibly comfortable on, and a great place to end this series.
Especially in the last round, considering they closed the door and they were stuck in market with so much utility coming at them. That's when you just don't think there's a lurker anymore. Like, why would the guy be sat there staring at a closed door? Well, that's why. He wanted the round under his belt, and a phenomenal time to step up to the plate. 12-9, 3 in a row for an overtime for Trace. We're going all the way to Ascent. Map that, like we said, definitely deserved to see a third map from this series. Leviatán fighting for it. Showstopper fire, not landing. Aspas, he took the damage, but at least managed the trade out, and King still fighting for the backside control. Bianche caught off guard.
We are going to Ascent, man. Unless I jinx it.
The step out from Kai with the paranoia, but they're just evading him, dancing around this pillar, forcing the fight. This time, it seemed to go Trace.
Nice, nice. GG.
Close out the map. 30 13-9. We're going all the way to Ascent, and it's not over yet for the Leviatán fans.
Yeah, they might have been beaten down in that first match. Needed a response after a slow start. But Leviatán are definitely back, and we'll see who's going to take it in the decider. Still a pop flash available for Hebe and a couple of shock darts, but those are not going to be anywhere near this fight.
Recons and smokes, angle sectioned off. They know the backside is under their control, but down below, still one lurking. It's Law King for the double.
How?
He's eventually shut down.
What?
But the damage is done. The drop though from Hebe.
Sure.
That gives a chance back to Leviatán. They need to plant. 10 seconds on the clock. And the shock dart, they're not quite landing for the damage.
King.
From the reveal. That's a blind side and a win.
Huge boost. First pistol for life, I think.
Pistol 1-0.
As you expect there to be some counter utility. Paranoia is solid. It did catch one. Okay, that's not bad. At least a kill going their way. In fact, the second is there as well. Aspas, though, puts a pin in it. He's going to try and deny anything more.
What?
Even still,
Ace for
managed the
Aspas?
third kill.
2 versus 2, not a bad
Take the ace, man. I can feel it.
to find themselves in, but the door
Timing.
closed, block
Oh, I jinxed it.
up in heaven, not even punished for the kill. Now Calm surrounded, and he can
Oh
only
my
get one.
god, Leviatán, what are you doing?
The pistol, but they sure as hell win the second pistol. Their follow-up.
They bought nothing.
That's ridiculous.
They literally didn't buy anything. How have they managed to... Like, I thought the moment that...
I don't know, man.
It's over now. It's over now. And then Kai just walks out and just manages to get... a
Kai, man.
blind.
This classic, bro.
This is... I don't know. This has to be one of the most embarrassing rounds I think Lev have lost in a long time.
It's the Leviatán classic, man. He did it again. How much kills I got with this
Even
classic?
here, Fung Fung opened the door. They know.
It's not easy to be a coach, bro.
Yes, there we go.
They'll attempt to get
Oh.
some space with Tex later on, and well, his timing is going to be key. If Kai swings into him, he might have a chance. If he swings into
Ah, the
him,
timing.
trap in hand.
Oh, I thought he was going. I thought he was going.
He trapped him.
That's actually brilliant.
Precision.
He was like, okay, what's the chance of someone just holding on the edge of my trip? I'll put it down just slightly deeper and take the other one back. Clever stuff. The problem is, look at the stack. There's still 3 players here. It's only that one operator on the defense, but they start rotating away. They start pulling back. It will leave just 2 here to hold, and in fact, make that just 1. Well, King, the same as the pistol, needs to go big. The rotation has come through from above, but it's going to be an all-out brawl. Aspas, King, combining.
Aspas, man. Dude, it's so good, bro.
Kai, well, to
Gotta save, gotta save.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to want to risk this operator.
He's now 8-2.
Well, there's the op shining through eventually. Tex is the one to fall right off rip. Dodging the initial spam, Hunter's Fury sent through, reveal, decent. Not able to track Hebe though. And the pulse is ultimately falling flat from that ultimate. Kai not able to land the shot either. The cloud burst offering a little bit of protection. Moment of solace for Leviatán. The shock dart decent, the plant could be secured. Although, Tracer very quick to break all the utility. Door open, barrier gone, or door mostly broken. It's not quite fully. And they're on the run from this annihilation. At least they should be.
Oh, no! It's going to
Oh,
be...
they got it,
They
no?
don't have time to break it. They should, but it doesn't matter. All too easy. The
To tak bude
sensors,
odmazy, no.
they're going to catch them as they look to make their way back into the site. Kai, though, he's gone from operator to Odin.
Yeah, what's happening?
It worked. Back to the operator again.
What is that, man? Is that the aim that you're going
He's juggling. We
changing
could've
weapons?
seen- If that was an outlaw, Mitch would be on the floor.
That was absolutely gorgeous, Tom. Do you know what? I love it when someone swaps out the big expensive gun for the big, quite also expensive gun. They haven't saved it though. That's a mark against their good name. Irrespective, what a round from Kai. The opening shot, precise. Although the Annihilation manages to take down Bianche, that didn't slow them at all. They knew there was someone down below, and Kai was hunting them down relentlessly, runs the ammo dry, and goes straight back in for more. That is a confident player if ever I've seen one. 3-2. Leviatán have at least. See much the same this time. Smoke for left. Nice shot by Law King, though. He's kept control over short. The reveal will give them all the info. There's no one here. A site wide open.
Oh my god, dude.
Unexpected. That's a massive oversight from Leviatán.
He double shrouded step up the top of mid, so didn't make the step noises. And I don't know if that just completely caught Cobb off guard or maybe he was just tunnel visioned in, but now they're going to try and fight more aggressively. There's 3 players, Blade Storm activated. Mizzino, again, we've seen this so many times. That stun causing issues. Over the top goes Kai, and then the trade is there. It's all onto Mizzino, fighting 1 versus 3. He knows where they're defusing.
Yo, that's a bad click, dude.
But it's not accurate. It's not on. He's not getting anything.
Yo, the one who clicked there? Report to him. Report to him.
We're seeing ludicrous play after ludicrous play.
Timeout.
Get the counter spam in the Odin. And listen, if anyone knows about this, it is Calm. Captured my heart early on this map. The further back position from Bianca, finding damage. He's lit Aspas to 50. I think Aspas is getting pretty tired of having an entry on low HP. And now with the rifles, it's even worse. Lockdown used very early on from the side of Trace. Usually you'll see this even in retakes, but they're using it just to stop these players from pushing out. Oh, the Hunter's Fury catches them on the way back.
Oh my.
All along. 1 kill and very close to more, sending them into Kai's waiting arms, and he's swinging out.
Oh, I could see that.
Danger, but he's made it out alive.
There's so much damage done, even to Com.
And look at the money from life, bro.
But yeah,
They are in big trouble.
Back. The goal was to push them into Kai. The Hunter's Fury even utilized seemingly as a bonus. This time, though, Mizzino's not going to fall for the same trick twice. Now he's going to
Did they get it? No. Oh, they got a low king.
It leaves an isolated Fung Fung on the side. First goes his way, but he takes a lot of damage. The spray's an opportunity from the brink of defeat.
What's up,
has
5v3?
presented itself to Leviatán at the hands of Mizzino.
He's trying to wall bang with the
Oh, hey, babe.
He's wall banging
Let's
with
see.
the Phantom.
Thanks.
Got the kills and left Tex all alone. 51 HP, a 1 versus 2. Kai is at least low, but Heibei has been consistent. He might be able to isolate a fight, but in fact, he's the one that's isolated, dropped by the operator's scope. And 6-2.
And the read is completely wrong. Trace have now stacked 4 players up. Kai is the only one here. For him to go down would be atrocious, but I don't even know if they're going to clear this. In fact, he unscopes. Now here's the plant. Doesn't know that Tex is this close, and he's going to be dead to rights. That's an operator into the hands. This is one of the best chances Lev have got, but he's immediately
He gets
traded.
this kill, man. I respect that pick, though.
They're running it down. Okay, they'll retrieve
Vanna
it.
for Aspas.
Smoke. Calm's got it. 54 HP. Bogdan's happy. But we need someone to step up to the plate. A weak weapon on King. He's been good on the headshots. And he's good again. That double up.
He's so good, man.
He tries to pull this
Double
back.
pick.
The
Nice.
Odin spots both players, and they'll rush onto that spike, start the defuse, put the pressure on, try to split them in 2, and that's exactly what they've done. The jump up from Aspas, it's already happened, a double swing to close it. It got way too close, but the recovery is there in the end. And the streak of rounds for China's number 3. They're leading 8-2.
Damn. I got too close, bro.
So many things that went wrong for Trace. The initial rotation, the misread after giving up so much control. Leviatán finds space with Tex. They even kill off the superstar of Kai. And then you have this huge double coming up from King. But Bianca just holding the line.
BNK, man. Another upset coming?
Aspas. Moments that seem to just lead to disaster for Leviatán. I said after pauses last time, that was normally when there was a turnaround.
Timeout.
A new boy on the block in Trace. An organization coming into VCT China, coming into Champions as their first look. And right now, well, it looks like
man, so good, bro.
looking to make their way to join some pretty impressive teams over in the playoffs. Heretics up there. Another team of youngsters.
Spike down mid.
And right now,
Man, the way they're playing,
doesn't even look
so
like he needs
good.
support. He's going to go in for a little bit.
Ah, he
He's
missed.
looking for style points at this point. Had support from his teammate this time after a miss, but even still, yeah, of course he's going back in for more. Why wouldn't he? Yet to take a point of damage.
Lev
He's
will
on
need the
10
pistol,
rounds
bro.
on the board, and finally, he's been put down. But
10,
does it matter?
2-2.
Absolutely not.
Maybe argue has predicted this, but yeah, double digits for Trace. I think this is a surprise to say.
It is, man.
now,
It is.
on the cusp of
They are
victory,
keeping delivering,
the
dude.
one where they won the follow-up, and it looks like we're getting into the same boat. It's
What all this
Aspas
for you?
immediately eliminated, and the paranoia used to save them from being pushed down.
Where is he going?
Kai has gone running straight through, and the punish is there. A sense of normality, but with the B aggression, the site is now wide open.
He's gone rogue. At this point, I can't imagine that was the plan. But even still, they're going to come out with an advantage. The first pistol that Leviatán won was off Aspas with a 3K. He had a Blade Storm by round number 3.
Man, with this pistol, I called you,
He's had
Jay.
his moments. Fong is so far away. He's only just making his presence from behind them. Like, this is such a ridiculous lurk that I don't know if they're even going to question. He's still behind them. They've got to clear the players on the side. They have more pressing matters to attend to than this man sneaking up on the flank. A third kill up, but Com, alongside Mazzino, have done well. They've made this one competitive. They made it possible. It comes down to one, and actually,
There's
they
hope.
made this one work.
There's
They've
time?
got enough time to get that defusal over the line. Somehow,
There is hope for
from that
Leviatán, my
position,
friend.
It'll be a challenge. It's going to be Kai against Aspas. This could be the round decided if Kai goes down.
Oh my god.
Who falls immediately. Oh, almost catching them on the cross, and
no.
GG.
catching them on the way out.
GG, dude.
He's completely unaware. Annihilation goes through, but it looks like we'll have a counter spam, some utility
Yeah.
perhaps.
It was immediately broken, but it doesn't seem to matter. The time
King.
now starting to tick, and they are fighting back into this one, leaving it all on to
Oh
King.
my, even
Lockdown,
used the
bit of abuse,
lockdown.
But he's looking to fight the site. In fact, he can get
Yeah,
onto this
yeah,
one
yeah,
without
yeah,
too many
yeah.
problems. The one shot connected. They need a little more, and he's gonna get it as well.
King, my friend.
Needed a hero.
Oh my god. Oh, yo, I believe now. I believe now.
Stepping
Oh
up,
man.
need him the most. Their back was most certainly against the wall.
King is so
They
good,
played
man.
through mid,
He's so
catching
good.
them off guard. Same thing.
Not real
that
King.
We just saw working away of Trace, and my goodness, he's playing it up to the crowd. 11-5, still a long road back into this, and relying on individual performances is never going to be consistent.
Damn.
But they've managed to take some dangers out of the arsenal of Trace.
mechanics,
In
man.
particular, lockdown.
Pretty good.
No longer there. There won't be an easy way into the A site. Annihilation for Mazzino has fallen, but Calm back up with a Hunter's Fury. Or a passive play from Calm. Orb taken. Didn't get the ult quite online, but just one away, and the shot from Kai dodges with the dash. Hunter's Fury fired through, and it's got one.
Before
the ult.
Before the ult comes in, so he can't be rezzed.
Mazzino's gone though. That leaves Com to try and make a play above the smoke. Doesn't want to overextend. It will be a post bunt. I don't think there's anything that can be done about that. The second shock dart might do a little bit of damage. And some counter being put in. Kai not willing to give up
Oh
this fight
my
again. He's
god.
gonna be
It will be my point, my friend.
and win another battle, but that Odin's still doing damage, still making this one competitive. As Tex looks to try and jump down, he's caught by utility. They know that he's done it. The spam almost trying to act as a distraction, but both players now sat towards the generator, and a full wraparound from Kai, just waiting in the backlines.
It's happening. It's happening, my friends. Maybe point for Trace Esports.
12-5 was ever on the cards. Maybe he'll tell me otherwise.
Man,
Three-man
I told you. These guys are good on Sunset and Ascent, man.
The only
I told
advantage
you.
they have is the fact there's plenty here and the damage they've just done.
But man, this creates a big hype for EDG. Not gonna lie.
Barely holding
Because they are good on this map, but EDG beaten.
It is a lot of damage. Tex tagged low. And the weak weapons across the board. It's not looking great. Calm's just been wall
Maybe
banged
EDG
down.
is the best team in the road, bro. Maybe.
Bianchi's
Or maybe
been doing this a lot here
it's
on the
G2.
attack side, and the
No, it's
reward
GG,
is
GG. Never mind, bro. Yeah,
from
that is no
being
discussion.
Underway
GG.
from Mazzino. That's the one main rifle that they have to work with. And a nasty trap setup from Aspas. But if he gets greedy, they've
Maybe
put
it's
the
Trace.
They haven't moved. Someone's got to check it eventually.
Who knows?
And if he does, they are ready and waiting. But the patience might pay off. He gets Kai, but that's it. Shut down after just one. The trade's not coming through.
Unbelievable. Yeah, my friend who said I will go bald if they win this game.
And the Odin spray gets it.
Show me the pictures.
King.
I will put in the next video.
He clutched it out before, and now has the Vandal to work with. Time ticking, damage done, and he's being pushed back.
They didn't plant it yet.
They're desperately trying to get this kill before he has the chance to isolate the battle. The plant is that moment as he looks for the swing. Nothing connected just yet, but he's definitely tagged a little lower. Isolating these jewels is not going to be easy. They play this one together, and it seems like it's all over. King gets that first spot, but now they know exactly where he is. They're going to try and play this, and they all
That was actually close, man. GG!
win anything. Last year,
BNK, man, he did it again, dude.
there was a man who said that Americas would never be beaten by China. It's time to take a seat.
Who was he, man? Who was he? Was Booster?
The server today, Tom, but it's Trace that seemed to have a real shot at the throne. Number 3 Chinese team beating out America's number 1.